going on, YouTube? It's your girl Monique Nicole, and I am back with another video. Before we get started, honey, if you are new to my channel, please make sure you are subscribed. Go ahead and click that subscribe button down below, right there. Y'all better click it. Go ahead and click it right now, so y'all don't forget.
Click it twice.
Click it, please. Now, while you're there, click that thumbs up button, okay? It is an easy and free way to help support my channel, y'all. Click the like button. It's easy. Just click it. Just click, and that's all. Thank you guys for tuning in this evening. I have my favorite diva in the building, Nita the Diva. Say what's up to the people, girl.
Hello. I'm so glad to be here. I know it was a struggle for you to get here, but we are here, baby. And we're going to have some fun tonight because we got some things to discuss.
I need some fun in my life, y'all. We got some people in the chat. Okay.
Absolutely.
Joshua.
It was first.
Ronald. I love being natural.
That's my BFF.
Oh, HEA. Tiffany.
And yes, like it. LSW. Thank you, babes.
Thank you guys for tuning in, because we definitely have some things to talk about. I feel like the episodes were pretty good, especially Potomac. Potomac was explosive. It was explosive.
It was
I hope I can remember everything. Hopefully Nita can help me. I have my notes, but so much happened that I feel like I may, I could slip up and forget something. So if I do, y'all let me know in the chat, just be like, hey, Mo, mention this, or, say something like that. And I promise I'll talk about it.
Absolutely.
What's up, Monique?
Yes. That's my girl. She support everything. I love you.
Yes. The OGs in the building, Monique, LSW.
And some new people.
The new people, we appreciate you. Thank you. I hope you stay for a long time, not a short time. Okay.
Because we're going to have a good time. Okay.
We're going to have a good time.
Yes.
Okay, honey. So we're going to open up and talk about Love and Marriage Huntsville. I feel like overall it was a good episode. Overall,
and did you notice it was only like two things? It was really Martell and Mel's show. Yeah.
So
with a sprinkle of Kimmy and Maurice, and well, not even Kimmy, Maurice and Dolphin Lip.
Mm-hmm. What'd you say?
Look, I call him Dolphin Lip. Shout out to Erica De Niro TV. Because when he smiles, you can't see his top.
Oh my gosh.
So we call that lip a dolphin lip. And so, but it's Marceau and Maurice. They had their little touching scene.
That was funny. Okay, that's the first time I've heard that. Dolphin lip. Mm-hmm. All right, y'all, let's get into it, y'all, because I got, we got a lot of things to go over. So the episode kicks off with Miss Vanessa. She makes her way down to Destin, Florida. So basically, Mel is catching her up on what's going on. She says overall, everything was good. Overall, Martell has been good. But one thing she did not like was that, he invited Letitia and Marceau to the trip, which I completely agree with. We talked about it last week. I don't know what he was thinking doing that. Like, right. You didn't even ask her. It's one thing if you ask, but you just said, oh yeah, they're stopping by. Nigga, what? So, but that was really the only thing. Really, Martell's behavior has been pretty good this trip. So there's not too much that Mel can really say.
Can I say something? Mm-hmm. I think him doing that changed the trajectory of this trip. Honestly, I do. Honestly, I think she went in there with all good intentions. And when he made that mistake, she was like, And so you notice the jabs didn't start coming until after that particular thing.
Yeah, you might be right about that. I guess it was more so afterwards. Yeah. So they go on the boat. Now here we go, talking about the jabs. Mel was being passive aggressive and taking digs at Martell. She killed me with the, "Oh, this is your first time on a yacht? Oh, welcome to the good life," or whatever she said. "It's nice, huh?" Whatever she said. I was like, "Mel, now here you go now." Listen, she did multiple digs. Now I'm like, all right, now if he snapped, you can't get mad in this situation because you kept poking the bear. You kept poking at him. You kept poking at him.
Yeah.
All right. And then another thing, she asked Martell if she can play her song, the song that's about him. I was like, okay, that's another dig. Like,
I thought he was gonna lose it, but he did good. He did good.
Yeah, so I have to give credit where it's due.
He did say something though, but I think he did good for the most part.
He did good, yeah. So let's see. Now we get to the sad part of Marceau and Maurice's conversation about Kimmy. You know, Marceau knew the diagnosis, but I don't think he knew the severity of it. And I think the way Letitia presented it was like, she has the cancer, but they're still trying to do tests and stuff like that. So she kind of presented it as if it wasn't final, almost like, or they weren't certain. That was the word. They were uncertain about certain things. But you know, Maurice was very much like, no, this is very much real. You know, Kimmy is going through, got all the tests. She's about to do chemo. Like, this is very real. So they have a very emotional conversation. You can tell that Marceau is visibly upset by the news. He was very comforting and was very caring during that moment. So I have to give him credit for that, showing his sentimental side, which we are not used to seeing.
Right. I did have one question about that. I wanted to get your opinion of you and the people in the chat. Now, when a person is going through cancer, the big C, do you want your support person to cry on you, or do you want your support person to cry on someone else and be strong for you because you are the person that's going through it? Or would you want them to be vulnerable and show those feelings that they are scared, they are fearful, they are, and cry on your shoulder? Because that was the conversation, because Maurice was saying that he wanted to be strong. And then I think the way the way Marceau explained it, I think we should go that route, because they are two people, headstrong people that are trying to be strong. Like, nobody's going through anything, and we're absolutely going through something. So I want her to, if he shows his vulnerability, then maybe she will feel like she can show hers as well. And sometimes you need that release in emotions and stuff like that. And you don't want to just cry in the shower by yourself. You want to have somebody to hold you and comfort you. So I want to know because there's two folds to that. Like, you know, sometimes people like, I need that person to be strong for me so I can be weak. But she's not showing no weakness. And then both people are trying to be strong, and then maybe the person who's going through the cancer thinks that the person doesn't care, they're not emotional, it's not taking a toll on them. So it's like all like these types of different things going on. So I just wanted your opinion on, did you think Marceau gave him the right advice to be vulnerable, or do you think he should try to be strong and then have his brother be his support person? So
I think that's a good point. And it definitely, I think depends on the individual, but I agree with what Marceau was saying, because it feels like they're both faking the funk. And it's like, y'all have to be real. And it might take one good cry of them hugging and both of them crying and releasing that, because what we know in life, nothing good comes from holding stuff in. Nothing good comes from it. Now, it's okay to be strategic and say, I might not bring something up at this very moment, but I'll table it for later. That's different. But to just completely lock yourself up and hold it in, and then nothing good's going to come from that. So I do agree with Marceau's advice, which I felt like it was very emotionally intelligent advice that he gave, which I'm like, okay, so, there's different sides to Marceau that we are seeing.
Yeah. It feels like he's empathetic to everybody except for Miss Tisha.
Pretty much. You said
it. I'm just saying.
Well, he was empathetic to Mel and in their situation. So you're right.
Yeah. For me, I feel like maybe we could do this maybe one big release, and then, you try to find your support system, because if you remember how it looked when Kimmy told Tisha the news and how it's happening to Kimmy, but she's comforting Tisha and she's like, oh, it's gonna be okay, and she's trying to be strong.
See, but that's something Kimmy has to work through on herself. That's something she has to work through, because she's the strong one. Really, they both front like they're the strong one. They both have the role of being the strong one. So that's something Kimmy has to let go on her own. She's the one that has to stop.
She has to stay there.
Stop worrying about how the other person's going to react. No. You just be in the moment. You're going through this. So they're going to be there. They love you. They're going to be there. Don't worry about, oh, it's a lot, babe. This is a lot, babe. Okay. Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. This is a lot for you too, ain't it?
Right. You see this?
Aren't you going through it? So that's something Kimmy has to work on. But let's see Monique's comment. If Kimmy sees him fall apart, she might fall apart as well. And sometimes that scares the ish out of the strong person. Exactly.
That's what I was saying. I was like, maybe we can have one good time, but
I think that's what I'm saying. I don't think it needs to be every day, but they need to have that one good cry where they both hug each other and just cry and just have that moment. Have that moment. It's okay to be sad that you're going through cancer. Absolutely. It's okay to be sad that your spouse is going through cancer. So you need to have that one good cry and just let it out. Not to be in it every day, but
right. They haven't even been married for 5 years yet. You know what I'm saying? He was like, I just got my forever. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I understand that. I get all of that. But I think with him doing that, I feel like it will release something in Kimmy where she may feel like she can have her feelings and she don't have to be strong. Like she might want to be strong for Jalen and us, me and my husband having that moment. Maybe that will be cathartic for her and she can kind of, do better. But let's not bottle and suppress it, because that's not how we're supposed to deal with our emotions.
Exactly. Okay. So, back to the boat. Mel, Miss Vanessa, and Martell are having a nice little conversation outside. Miss Vanessa is just, saying, it took a long time for us to get to this peaceful place where we could all coexist, but she's very happy that they've made it there. And, I forget how it starts off, but basically Martell was just really speaking to, I guess, his growth and, the changes he's made and how the healing process. So they talk about how they've healed since the divorce or whatever. And Mel asks, how he changed. How is he healed? She's like, give an example. I'm like, bitch, okay, damn, you grilling the man. And he was like, well, for example, all these damn jabs you've been jabbing at me, poking at me this trip. Now, I would have popped off usually, but I just took it with a smile. And Miss Vanessa backed him up and said, yeah, because with that song situation last year, you would have went off. But you did take it with a smile, I have to give it to you, so. And what cracked me up was when he mentioned the whole jabs and stuff. She's like, oh, have I? You know, the passive aggressive shit that she do. So the producers roll the film and was like, example A, B, C, and D. Here you go.
The whole montage. Here you go, girl. Because she always thinks she ain't doing nothing. And that's what the viewers think too. Y'all, please hold Melody feet. I mean, we know we like Mel. We know all of that. But call her out when she's wrong. And you know that Martell presented the better behavior on this trip. Period.
Who would have thought?
You know, I ain't giving nothing to no goddamn man. But I'm going to give it to him. I'm going to give it to him for that.
Who would have thought? Like, who would have thought we would be saying that Martell's behavior was actually somewhat better than Mel's? I mean,
yeah. I give him an 8, and I give her like a 6 out of 10.
I give her a 5.
Yeah, she was doing the most.
Yep. So, let's see this comment. I'm finding it hard to watch Kimmy going through this. The good news is I saw a post of Kimmy dancing to, and she looked so much happier. Yes, and
there's another video of her ringing the bell too. So
which symbolizes that she is done with chemo, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so that's a good
I don't know if that symbolizes she's cancer free, that she's finished her treatments. I think that's what that means.
Yeah, I think it means she's done with chemotherapy, I think.
Yeah.
But a lot of times they ring that bell when they are also cured. So I don't know what to make of it.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I didn't know.
It is something positive though that we do know. So
yes.
So the dinner scene. They go to dinner, right? And Martell sets it up where it's just he and Mel at one table and the kids and the family at another table. And I understand to an extent where he's coming from. I think in his eyes, he was like, look, we're in a really good place. Why not have this conversation? Like, this is the time to have the conversation. But I understand also from her perspective, she's like, we've been having fun. Why damper the trip with this serious ass conversation that might evoke certain emotions and go left? So I saw both sides in that situation. What about you?
Yeah, I definitely saw both sides, but that's again him taking control of her trip. And you know, I think
I didn't think about it like that. Okay.
Yeah, it's another one of those things. And I feel like maybe there should have been a disclaimer before we went on a trip. Like, we're not having these type of discussions. We want to keep it light. We want to keep it airy. We want to keep it fun for the kids and fun for ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And so we wouldn't have to do these things. But I mean, you need drama for the show. So you be wondering, is this for the show or is this for, you know, their marriage purposes or whatever? But I felt like it was it felt like another slight. And like I said, Mel is she's a Scorpio girl. I'm a Scorpio. So Scorpios must get hit real hard. Like the hit dog will holler and she will react and she, you know, I don't know. I just it could have went left, and that's what I didn't like. And like it did kind of go left. It did. Yeah, because he's gonna ask her a question and then tell her to stop being negative. Well, if you don't want the answer to the question, then don't ask me on the trip. If you don't want to be negative, I'm not going to sit up here and lie. I'm going to tell the truth. So, you know, I mean, listen, but that's all a part of his makeup and how he does. You know, he's good for that. Shut up. Be quiet. Don't say, you know what I'm saying? Hush, hush. He always say that. He is known for doing that. In any conversation, when they were in Vegas, that is his MO. When she threw the stuff at Chris's place, him and his wife's place, because he was telling her to shut up. And she was like, you don't get to tell me shut up no more. you shouldn't be able to tell me shut up at all. Mm-hmm. But especially since we divorced, you don't get to do that. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. So he tries to admit, that he messed up in the marriage, and even post-marriage, with not taking accountability for certain things, trying to shift the blame towards her. So he, finally apologized for that, which I thought that was big of him. He admits that he didn't handle things the right way and did not take responsibility for his actions. So I have to give it.
Gave her 1,000 apologies. I was like, oh, that sounds nice.
Yeah, that was really nice. It sounded nice. It seems nice. It seemed nice. So she gets on him for inviting Marcel and Letitia and says that they will always be her enemy.
Okay.
Let's talk about that.
It's on the table. Y'all know it ain't no more trying to guess about it. Y'all got the memo? The Scotch, y'all got the memo? Okay. So,
but I don't know how I feel about that, because it feels like a part of me feels like, see, this is what it is. One thing about Mel, if y'all pay attention to certain situations she's gotten into with people, this girl holds grudges.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mel holds grudges.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And
she absolutely does.
You're sitting here calling them your enemy. But it's like, really? Tisha could call you her enemy as well, because at one point you were making comments and saying things that could have destroyed her marriage. Mm-hmm. So what Tisha turned around and is like, well, you're always my enemy because since season 1 and 2, you were saying, I just feel like Mel holds grudges, and she's saying that when she and Martell were in a bad space, Martell went around everybody and was trying to flip them, and I think he was doing that. He was talking mess, and
guess what, Mo? He never went to the Scots to do that. Guess who he went to? The Whitlows. The Whitlows, they went to that little place, that little winery or whatever. So are they on the hit list too? Are they her enemies now? Because I felt like I remember, what is her name? Tiffany. Was it Tiffany? Yeah, she was kind of agreeing somewhat with Martell. Hey. He was like neutral. He was just like sitting back, chilling. But definitely he was on a tour. And so I'm trying to figure out, what is she talking about? Like, because the Scots already had their opinions about her and how she handled them back previous seasons. But I feel like the only people that he could probably turn against her was the Whitlows, because those were like the only people that was really filming with him. I didn't see him filming with too many people. So that's only.
There was a moment where he did go to Tisha in them, but I don't know if it's to the severity in which Mel is trying
to get into scope. When he was trying to get back into scope.
No, there was a moment where he did kind of talk to them about Mel. I don't know. I feel like that did happen. I cannot remember distinctly, but I just feel like that did happen. Like, but again, not to the severity. Not to the severity in which Mel, to me, is making it out to be. Like, I feel like she is really taking it to a level. It's the same thing she kind of did with Destiny. And people have to remember the origin, how it started. It's just how it started, and then you're not want to take responsibility. You're not taking ownership. The fact that you went around to other mutual friends and other people, and you told other people that you have a problem with Destiny, but you never told Destiny that you have a problem with her. So she had to find out from other people. Put yourself in her shoes. She's doing the same thing. She's doing the same. She was trying to talk to somebody about business, and the chick said, well, you and Mel should talk first, because what kind of shit is, nigga, this is business. This is money. What are you talking about? I got to talk to Mel first. So see, but Mel don't take a ownership. Like when someone does something bad to her, I defend it. I defend Mel. But my issue is Mel does not take ownership of the part that she plays in scenarios. She's always the victim. If you really look at it, Mel positions herself to be the victim.
Always.
Always.
And she always leave out her part of the story, the part that she played or lack thereof. You know, she always does that.
She always does it. And that's why I always have a little problem with her. Like there's things that I like about Mel, I admire about her. There's things that I love, all that. But when I don't like this side of her. And people need to call it out a little bit more.
Yeah.
I feel like
a lot of people just glaze it over because she's the popular girl. Did you notice that people will side or like people because the person is popular or whatever, whether the action is right or wrong? It's a popularity contest. It's not about morals. It's not about what's right or wrong. It's a popularity contest.
Monique, yes, what a word. Mel plays victim and Tisha plays dumb.
Yes.
Ding, 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 ding. You said it.
Word.
You said it, girl. That was a word. So I think that's really it. Is there anything else that I missed at the dinner table? I feel like that was the main.
We good.
Dang. Okay, y'all. What do we rate the episode? I give it.
I liked it. I actually enjoyed it a lot. I would give it like a 9. I give it a 9.
Oh, a 9. Wow. Okay.
I give it a 9.
I was going between a 7 and an 8. So
okay, just because it wasn't a lot going on, but I think the topics that we were talking about, I think they were really, really good. Like they weren't too toxic. It wasn't too crazy. It wasn't embarrassing. It was like for me at my age, I'm almost 50 years old. I'm fine with that. People may want all the drama and standing up at the throwing drinks and all that stuff. No, I'm on my grown woman-ish and I'm not, so I'm cool with people
adult content and having actual intellectual conversations and things that can be political and
working out solutions and thinking about and having these dialogues with people who can offer you advice. Like I appreciated Maurice and Marceau. I appreciated them having a conversation, and that's only thanks to Martell, actually. And I don't get nigga shit, but the only reason why we had that dialogue was because of Martell. You know what I'm saying? So
it's true.
I appreciate it.
Same. I'm gonna give it an 8. We got 7.5, not a 7.9. LSW, you might as well give it an 8. You might as well give it an 8, girl.
LSW, you can't do the 1/10 of a point.
Right.
Yes, they were. And y'all, please tell me what y'all think about Marlene. Mama Marlene, Martell's mama. She seems like the person that, just be positive. Do you hear how when she kept saying, "Oh, I just love this. This is just the best thing." Like, I mean, you can be in a toxic situation and she's sitting there with her glass and she's like, "This girl, this is just the best thing ever." And everything else going up in flames.
But she wants the good life. If she put up somewhere, she gonna be good.
Child.
Okay. The best trip of my life.
But listen, if you heard her say that, and then you hear Martell tell Melody, "Don't be negative," it's like they're trying to tell you to ignore the shit that's going on in the background. Does that make sense?
She gives me drunk grandma.
Oh, don't talk about drunks, girl.
Shut up. You are not no damn drunk. Shut up. Don't even put yourself in that category. She is just like the drunk Like,
I mean, it's just like
grandma, or like the grandma that used to be on drugs type. Like, that's the vibe that she gives. That's the vibe that she gives me.
This is the best thing
back in the day, but now she's clean. Like, that's what she gives me.
While the house burning down, long as I got my glass, baby, I'm okay.
That's the vibe she gives me. I feel like Mama Marlene used to do some stuff back in the day. Okay, so moving on. Right, Monique agrees. Like, that's the vibe I get. Okay.
All right, Greta.
Ooh, I want some coquito. Yes, I want some coquito. I want some coquito. Y'all don't understand. I love that damn drink. Coquito is.
Oh, I'm gonna have to try it. Is it a tequila? Oh, it sounds like
it's rum in it, baby. It's rum.
Oh, okay.
And I'm not even a rum girl, but the way it mixed, with the coconut and I'm not a coconut girl either, but the coconut and the cinnamon and the spice and the I have to get my friend, one of my best friends, she's Puerto Rican. I got to get her. She makes it for me every year. So
okay,
I have to get a batch from her.
I love it.
Thank you for the reminder, Greta. Greta, I miss you. Wait a second. I just realized, like, where you been, honey?
I know. She pops in. I'm so thankful she's here today.
Oh,
we be missing you, Greta, for real. Like for real.
Okay, y'all, let's move on over to Potomac, something a little bit more toxic, unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
I have to find a picture that doesn't have this damn People magazine in the back. Ugh. I don't know why I can't find one. Let me see. I can find it, actually. Here it is. Y'all give me 1 second. Wait, why did it get quiet? Where did it go?
I'm here. I'm just trying to get some ice.
Oh, okay.
For my refill.
Oh, Lord. I need to be sipping on something my damn self. My damn self. Hold on, y'all, because y'all know I'm picky about my backgrounds. Like, I am picky. Yes, I found it. Okay, so Potomac. I have some notes. I hope they're good enough. If not, y'all, again, if I miss something that y'all want to talk about, put it in the chat. You know, this episode was slam packed. We got an extra 15 minutes, honey. Okay, so it was slam packed. So the episode kicks off with Karen's all white birthday dinner party, right? That Mia canceled, then rescheduled, then canceled. And so 1 minute she's not hosting, the next minute she is hosting. Mia can't make up her damn mind because she's crazy. So they go around the table and do their favorite Karen moment. It was funny. It was cute. I will never forget the wig shift. Karen's wig almost came off. I think that was season 4. It was sliding and she was in that heat, baby. So what happened was she was sweating under the wig, baby. And it was doing the Matrix. It started to slipping and sliding. So that's what happened to that wig in that moment. That was a funny moment.
I thought it was cute.
Moment that I live for is when she was telling Ashley to tell Michael to don't drop the soap and clickety click clack clack, don't drop the soap, and your husband, yeah. That shit was funny. And then what happened? Okay, so one of the moments, which is a gross moment, so Mia brings up the moment that Gordon was doing some weird thing to Karen with his tongue, and it was weird. So, but I bring it up because little Miss Jacqueline, she says that's a big tongue from what I hear. Bitch, first of all, who says that? I feel like they're a damn throuple.
I got my good eye on you, Jacqueline.
You see how she gets down later in the episode. Mia tells on herself. So you can't tell me they ain't had one night stand or something where they all had a little throuple moment. Mia, G, and Jacqueline. I won't be surprised. Mm-hmm. I don't put it past them.
I told you, I already thought it was given. It was definitely given. They are sleeping with each other. They have on numerous occasions.
Oh, numerous, not just once.
Numerous.
numerous times. So Candace and Ashley get into it because Ashley says that Chris was on Twitter and he was threatening her. Then Giselle was like, oh, I thought he was threatening me. And Candace was like, well, shit, he's talking to both of y'all, actually.
Rightfully so.
So Candace doesn't really want to get into it, it seems like, but the ladies seem to be pushing it. So she's just like, well, shit, if I cuss y'all out, I'm aggressive and stuff. But when I try to leave it alone, it's a problem. And then Jacqueline chimes in, oh, well, you're being dismissive. So she's like, hold up, Mia's representative. You just hush. That's some stuff to unpack. Let's unpack that.
This goes into what I want you to tap into, because I feel like you being a chocolate girl, you don't want to kind of play into the colorism, and you don't want to be a victim. You don't want to be. You want to see it for what it is, and it just is what it is. Like, but why do they have to jump through so many hoops? Why is so much bad behavior tolerated and accepted by people who pass the paper bag test? And then the dark-skinned people, like, you saw Wendy. Okay, I'm gonna put my track shoes on just real quick because I just want to get this point in, that Wendy came in, and it just, to me, shows her emotional intelligence. It showed her to be more mature, and her apologizing when she didn't do anything wrong. And then Karen saying that Wendy said something wrong. And I'm just like, girl, no, anything is fair when somebody throws a fucking drink on me. Like, girl, stop it. Yeah. Like, I don't like, that's why I said that whole twerking on the fence. I'm telling you, I saw it. And you know, like I said, I see light-skinned behavior being overlooked, and dark-skinned girls wishing and wanting acceptance and giving people grace and doing all these things. And why is that? That is colorism.
The way they're treating Wendy is like disgusting. Like, the way they're going about the whole situation is disgusting. We'll get there later, but it's just bothersome. It is so bothersome. Right. And the fact that she apologized, and, you know, I think only Karen or someone said, okay, well, you know, that was good. No one else. Mia didn't receive it. Mia didn't apologize. And Wendy is better than me, because I would have said, okay, because I was talking shit, because Wendy was talking shit, even though it was fair game. Right. It was fair game. Okay, I was talking shit. So if I contributed, I will apologize. But I am also owed an apology for having a drink thrown in my face. I would have followed it up with that. You're not about to act like I'm the only one who did something wrong. Absolutely the fuck not. Because if I came up and molly-whopped your ass,
and that's what I'm saying.
A different conversation.
That's what I'm saying. But even her admitting to her part in it after she was assaulted, and then the light-skinned girl say, no, fuck your apology, and are you talking to me? That is another spit in the face. Like, you know, no, absolutely not.
Relax, representative.
Relax. She trying to get a peach.
It was just.
And then Mia threw her under the bus later on this season.
Mm-hmm.
And they eat each other boxes and having sex with each other partners. Like, ain't nobody want to pass.
I was pissed off when Karen apologized. Like, Karen, you should not have apologized for no shit. It was your freaking birthday and you wanted to check on Wendy. That was the right thing to do as a friend. You're a friend with both of them. You're not picking a side. You're being neutral. You did the right thing. So her apologizing really, 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 really pissed me off. Wendy is extremely mature for apologizing. She didn't even need to at all and didn't. Okay, at all.
Exactly.
Thank you. Auntie Karen tried to be friends with both of them, but she finds out they are coming for her too. Well.
And they always have, and
they always do. They always do. Okay, so the next day.
People for who they are.
So the next day, the girls split up. So half the girls go on a boat ride. I say that with quotes. A boat ride. That was so trifling. And the other girls go and drive Lambos. First of all, it wasn't no real boat. It was like a booze cruise type thing where you got to pet up. You got to pedal the thing. You see them in the street. Really, I see them mainly in the street. I did not know there was a boat version of that, so that's interesting.
Yeah. And what shocks me about that whole scenario, Miss Low Budget Mia, whose trip this is, and she's always calling everybody else low budget. Just saying.
Great point. So Candace invited Wendy on the boat ride. Of course, Roberto was huffing and puffing and carrying on. 1 minute she says she don't care, but she's huffing and breathing hard when she finds out that Wendy's coming. So whatever. So Wendy arrives and she speaks to everyone. And, Robin is bothered, huffing and puffing, like I said. So Ashley asked Robin about, wedding plans and what's going on. And she says they're going to do something really, 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 really small. But she's being kind of vague about everything. She's being very coy about it. And Ashley's like, girl, why aren't you talking, And she says, well, this is something that I would talk about around people who actually like me. And I'm like, bitch, Wendy is not studying you. Like, leave her alone. Like, what is wrong? You putting 20 on 10. Like, Wendy is not concerned with you. You are putting 20 on 10.
I don't like Roberto. Be gone. Be gone. You and Gizzard Face, get y'all asses on. I'm done.
I can't stand them. I have never disliked a dynamic duo. They're not even dynamic. A duo on Bravo. I don't think I've ever disliked a duo ever as much as I dislike them.
I'm about to tell you. Put it on the record that I don't like them green-eyed. But the thing is that the fact remains is that I'm listening to just Gizzard Face, and the fact that she used to be a first lady,
child boo.
But guess what? Look at her counterpart. So I guess maybe that explains it. They both two sides of the same coin. I'll tell you.
We don't like them.
We don't like them. We don't like them. We don't like them.
Okay, so what happened next? Let's see. Okay, so the ladies get ready for the final dinner. Nothing really happened with the Lamborghini stuff, right? Am I missing something? No, nothing really happened.
They just did it.
Yeah. Fine. So the ladies get ready for the final dinner. So while they're getting ready, Roberto goes to Giselle and plays her an Instagram live that Candace did, where basically she is talking shit. I ain't gonna hold you. She is talking shit. She is saying the girls are just fake and she can't trust any of them and all of them are this and all of them are that. And apparently this Instagram live was filmed a few days ago. So I don't know what prompted this. If y'all go to her page, it's still on there from months ago, but I haven't listened to it. I don't really plan on it, but I don't know what prompted it. But she was talking.
I don't have no problem with it.
I just want to know what. I want to know what
badly, and that's just what it is.
No, but what prompted it? That's what I'm trying to figure out, because she was pretty much in good standing with everybody except for Giselle and Ashley. So I'm not sure. I just feel like unless she used the term everybody loosely, because sometimes when you're talking, sometimes you just say,
sometimes it is loosely.
It's just loosely. So she might not have meant literally everybody.
And, like, for me, like, if I was to say everybody, like, I may be closer to some people, but because we're in a work scenario, you never know. So you might be like, I'm just gonna keep my distance. Ain't nobody loyal to me. Don't nobody got my back. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, with the whole Candace situation, not Candace, Monique situation, and how everybody kind of turned their backs on her. And so I feel like she could have been talking in that term and stuff like that. And you know, she's like, she gives people chances upon chances upon chances. And that's what I don't really like about her. Like, I feel like Candace needs to keep the same energy. I feel like she really needs to keep the same energy. Like, I don't like flip-floppers. I don't like people who I'm doubting how I feel about you and how you feel about me. That feels unsafe to me in a friend group. And like, that's just like, I don't do that. And so I really wish, like, it feels like she's trying to get acceptance and be on the cool team and secure her position. I don't know what she's trying to do, but I feel like she definitely needs to keep the same energy. Her and Wendy. Like, Wendy ripped Giselle's ass open last season, and then she come back this season trying to give her a hug, and then she like, no, boo, keep the same energy.
I feel like, I'm glad you mentioned that. To me, I could be wrong, but I feel like Wendy has some sort of regret for going as hard as she did on Robin and Giselle. Because just like you said, this season, she came back and tried to be nice to both of them. And it's like, ma'am, you declared war on them last season. So you can't just backpedal now and try to give them a hug. You have to have a conversation. So that's the only bone, half of a bone that I will throw their way, is you can't do people like that. You blew their head off last season, which was rightfully so. They deserved it. But you can't come back now and want to hug them. You need to have a conversation. If you felt like you went too hard, or if you felt like you let your emotions get in the way and you overreacted, then admit that. But you can't be trying to be hugging them. And even in the club, we saw she tried to talk to Robin and hug Robin. So that's why I'm saying it looks like there may be some regret on Wendy's part. It does look like it.
No, is okay. I'm you know, I already said my whole thing about colorism and how darker skinned girls have to be better than everybody else, and they try to prove themselves and have.
No, I know that.
I don't want y'all to feel like y'all have to have those type of regrets and nothing like that, because if you look at the footage, you did nothing wrong. You responded, and you responded in kind, and so there's no regrets there. Like, I don't have no regrets. I'm so glad
we don't know how she feels, but I'm just saying that's what it.
She bought a bazooka. They try to come to her with a knife, a paring knife, and she bought a bazooka and blasted their heads off. But I need you to keep the same energy. Keep the same energy. Yeah. And now they coming for Chris. Everybody that had an encounter with Chris. I was like, what is this? Like, what is going on? Like, no, absolutely not. No, he didn't do nothing to me. No, I didn't feel no type of way. No, he didn't make no kind of advances, but he got to apologize to me. What is saying that somebody needs to apologize to you, but your light skin? Because you feel like you're old.
Belle is too righteous for me. She's too righteous. Like,
that's crazy.
She sounds delusional. She sounds delusional. But anyway, so Candace asks this. Okay, I'm about to go in on this part. Candace asks if Wendy can come to the dinner. First of all, why the F are y'all asking Wendy? F Mia. Why the F are y'all asking Mia for permission? This shit don't happen on no other mother trucking franchise. I watch all the cities for Housewives. They may ask one time for one event, but bitch, I'm not about to be asking you this whole damn trip if she can come. Bitch, if I was Wendy, I'm not asking shit. I'm not giving you that power, bitch. I'm popping the fuck up, bitch. You planned this trip. I would have let's see. Hold on. If it was me, I would have broke all the four walls, bitch. Four walls where, bitch? Ain't no wall standing up after I'm done. I would have been like, fuck you, bitch. You don't run shit. You planned this trip, but production's paying it. Kiss my black ass. You ain't telling me where I can and cannot go. I would have went in. And I'm sick of these bitches asking. Stop asking her for permission.
But the only thing,
they keep giving me that power. No other city. This would have never happened in Atlanta. RHOA, this would have never happened, bitch. They would have asked one time and that would have been it. Ain't nobody stop asking her. She's not
cultivated a culture in there. There's a culture there.
It's your trip, so bitch, it's production's trip. Get the F out my face.
First of all, I don't want to be anywhere that I'm not wanted.
But I'm not giving you that power to dictate where I cannot go. Yeah. This don't happen. This is a cast trip. We know what the hell it is. They're filming all of us. This is a cast trip. Now, Wendy stayed her ass there because she wanted to get her motherfucking money. Remember, they get paid when they're in an episode, per episode. So, bitch, you ain't chasing me out my bag.
Yeah.
I get all that. Been at every activity, period, poo, because obviously she wanted to go. Anytime the girls called her, she said, okay, I'll come. You wanted to go. So no, if it was me, I ain't asking for shit. I'm popping the F up. Bitch, this is a production trip. They want all the cast there. I'm getting paid per episode. When I'm featured in it, boo-boo, you can kiss my black ass. Okay. I'm sick. I don't know why they gave her that power. It pissed me off so bad. Y'all have never done this before, but why? Because Mia made it such a big deal. Mia made it such a huge deal. The bitch that threw a drink and got.
And I hate that nobody has called her ass out on that. And that's how, again, I know that crater face bitch is getting preferential treatment because because of all the chemical pills she done had to her face, she's almost the whitest girl on that damn case. I'm just saying.
Ooh, child. Anyway, I had to go in on that because that asking really pissed me off. Yeah. So in the car ride, speaking of crater face, in the car ride, crater face reveals that Jacqueline has a crush on Miss Ashley, which lets us know she swings both ways. Okay. We already knew. At least speculated, we speculated. So what had happened next? So in, girl talk conversation, Mia also reveals that she has shared her ex-boyfriend before with Jacqueline. So Mia had an ex-boyfriend who obviously had some good peen and was good in bed. And the guy was treating her bad and cheating on her, but she couldn't leave him. So she had this bright idea to say to her best friend, hey, best friend, his dick is so good. You want to try it? So that felt weird even coming out of my mouth because I'm like, who
says that? Who says that? I ain't never a person ever to say nothing like that.
thinks that, who says that, hey friend, you want to try him? Here you go. Let me know how it goes. Woo! Like, what? That is my boyfriend. Why would I share that? Mia, that means you did not love him, because if you loved him, you would not have let your friend sleep with him. Ain't no bitch love a man with a good D and let their friend sleep with him. Bitch, what? You are asking for trouble.
Ever. Unless that's what we doing. Unless that's what we doing. And if that's what y'all doing, just let it be known. We already somewhat know already. Just admit to it.
Oh my God.
Leatherface.
Not Leatherface. Jesus. Leatherface. I'm thinking about
trying to get a reaction out of people.
She might be.
I don't like that. I don't like that, because
she's just a weirdo.
When you're trying to get a reaction out of somebody, I feel like that is very dangerous. I tell my son that all the time, because he always like, well, I just want to get a reaction. I'm like, it may be the reaction that you cannot come back from.
Okay.
You can't, especially as a male, a man, a boy, you may not be able to come from a reaction, and you sitting up there trying to see how far you can go. I was like, boy, no. No. Yeah, I think that's dangerous, but in a housewife situation, it might be entertaining for the people. So, like I said, I don't need all that drama. I'm good with Love and Marriage Huntsville. That episode, that was fine with me.
So at dinner, honey, they get to dinner, but Ashley excuses herself. Sneaky ass. So she sneaks away and she calls Wendy and invites Wendy. So she goes back to the table and let the ladies know that she invited Wendy. And here go Mia, you sneaky bitch, or whatever she said. Like, whatever she said something. She said something. You're so disrespectful. You are so disrespectful. And the ladies get on Ashley. Like, Ashley, how are you gonna do something without the whole group's permission, or checking with the group first? And Sharice's old annoying self talking about you should have checked with the whole group first. Da-da-da-da-da. Bitch, you're not even really in the group. You barely a part of the group. You are
Mia's representative.
You are barely invited here, okay? Who else got on her bad? Robin said something. I mean, and Ashley was like, I think it's messed up that this woman left her children to come here to be isolated for some for what? Because some shit popped off the other night. Y'all both were fucking wrong. So stop. I don't know why nobody is calling it, like saying. I want Ashley to say it. Ashley is speaking up. Ashley is the only one that is speaking up. Even Candace isn't speaking up the way I want her to. Ashley is the only one who's being very, very vocal.
Why?
What? Why?
Colorism.
I said that could be part of it. I said it could be part of it. I just said other stuff is into play. I think Mean Girls, they're Mean Girls. That comes into play. They are hypocritical. That comes into play. I'm just saying. That's my opinion. I've been watching this show since the first season, and I feel like colorism plays a part, but so does other factors. They're also Mean Girls. I've also seen them jump ship. I've also seen if they don't like somebody, how they treat somebody. They don't like. I mean, to me, it's all of that. So we can put it all in the pot, mix it together. It's a recipe. It's still a recipe for disaster. And it's uncomfortable to watch, to be honest. It is very uncomfortable to watch. I just wish Karen would speak up more. I wish Candace would speak up more. The only one who's really speaking up seems to be Ashley. I don't know what happened. I think we lost Nita. Hold on, y'all. Hopefully she will pop back up. I don't know what happened. Anyway. They really pissed me off. But I feel like Ashley, I want to give her credit, but Ashley is also messy. So I feel like it was part messy, part her trying to defend Wendy. So I don't know. Yeah. Oops. Ashley is good at playing the reality. She is. So exactly what I just said. I don't know. Okay, Nita's computer is acting weird, so she should be back on in a few minutes, hopefully. Let's see. Where am I at? Y'all. So Wendy arrives. And the lady's face is just stuck on stupid. And she, like we covered this already, she apologized, which pissed me off because Ashley's like, look, let's just talk about the shit. Like, it's dragged on long enough all freaking weekend. I'm sick of this shit. Can we just talk about it and be done with the situation? So Wendy apologizes for her part, that she played in the whole fiasco, and which was very respectful, very mature of her. However, Mia does not accept it. She doesn't acknowledge it. She doesn't even address her. She doesn't turn her head to acknowledge her. Nothing. And I thought that was evil, disrespectful, and immature, and too self-righteous for me. Like, who do you think you are? So, see, I would have popped off. If you give me your ass to kiss, especially when I'm being vulnerable or I'm being nice, I'm trying to be the bigger person. If you give me your ass to kiss, you are going to activate angry Monique. I would have popped off at that moment. At that moment, it would have been no holds bar. It would have been a whole situation. Let me see. Karen is trying to play the neutral game so people won't come after her, which doesn't work. Right. I don't know her intentions because I sometimes can play neutral as well. Now, if I feel like something is wrong, I'm going to speak on it. Something's wrong. If I feel like something is right, I'm going to speak on it. Either way, friend or not. So if two friends get into it, and if I feel like one friend was wrong, I'm gonna be like, but bitch, you wrong. I mean, so I can't really speak to what her intentions are, but you are right. She's definitely playing the neutral game. Now Robin can't say nothing about Wendy's, can't say nothing after Wendy's apology. None of them can. Like, she apologized and they were all stuck on stupid. So that irritated the crap out of me. So next up on the docket, we have Roberto. She plays Candace's IG Live, and that causes a whole thing. Candace is like, okay, well, thank you for the ambush. And it was an ambush. Yes, Candace said it, and she has to take accountability for that. But it was definitely an ambush. Like Robert, Roberto definitely could have. It was definitely an ambush. Like, okay, she's back. Roberto definitely ambushed Candace. I mean, because she could have spoken to her about it earlier in the day. So she definitely strategically planned to do it the way she did it. So she can't deny that. But Candace, you also can't deny, what you said. What did you think about the ambush, girl, at the table with the portable speaker? Karen said, "Oh, Robin got tech this year. First she's recording stuff, and now the speaker, bitch."
She was looking for a damn moment. Because listen, my Instagram live is public information, public knowledge. Any one of y'all could have seen it. I wasn't hiding it. You didn't get no secret recording like how Mel talking about she heard Destiny and Tisha talking behind the wall, talking about she a Scorpio and then everybody an enemy. Girl, no, it wasn't nothing like that. She stood in her shit and she said, these bitches ain't loyal, and they are not. She is treated horribly on this cast. She is. And so whatever feelings that she has, those are her feelings. And I think her feelings are valid because don't nobody stand up for her truly and like loyally. Like, I don't know. It just like, it's like whenever the wind blows. However, karma, Candace, bitch, you can't say that you didn't remember saying that because you absolutely said that. You absolutely said it. And so I did not like that she didn't stand in her shit. And she said, "Oh, I don't remember the first time that you have Ashley, your one of your enemies back in your house because you're trying to rekindle some foolery. You can't trust Ashley." No, Candace did say that. And
Yeah.
I was upset that I don't remember saying that. And then they play you the fool. You the fool today. Because they rolled that beautiful being footage on you. And now what? Now what is your excuse? So I don't know.
I wonder if I feel like she maybe could have actually forgotten, possibly. Because I feel like sometimes people be talking shit. People be talking shit sometimes and they be forgetting what they say.
No, what I will say is that not that I forgot it. I think what she should have articulated is that I didn't originate the rumor. I heard it from some. This is the word on the streets. But don't say that you didn't say it when you regurgitated the word on the streets. Everybody know that Sharisi started the damn rumor. That's why Karen don't want to be around her. And all she did was the same thing like from Married to Medicine. How Claude repeated a rumor, but she didn't originate it, but the rumor was out there, and that's what it was. And she should have said, "That's what I've been hearing," instead of saying, "I didn't say that," because now your character looks flawed. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, it looks flawed. You're right. Yeah, Candace is more upset with Robert because she thought they were real. Yeah, definitely. She thought they were real for whatever reason. She thought they were friends.
No.
Yeah, when she dropped those kids and had them kids,
it was a wrap. She dropped them kids off. She back to messy Ashley.
I think she could have forgotten too, but she said it. Shit, you said it, girl. Mm-hmm. She said it when Candace said it to Ashley.
They didn't look like they was intoxicated. Now I might give you a pass if you say, oh girl, that was at the end of the night and we cutting up and I'm saying things, then maybe I can say, but no, they look like they was in the middle of the day brunch.
Yeah,
having a little cracker and cheese sit down. I don't understand how you forget that. I don't understand.
When Candace said it to Ashley, she didn't say like it was gossip. They was generally talking about rumors in the group. I think they were talking about rumors in the group. So in that case, that makes me actually not be as upset with Candace because it's like, well, we're talking about rumors in the group. Well, shit, this is what I heard. This is what I heard. Now it's risky. It's risky to do that because it can come off like you're talking shit. So you have to be very careful with repeating rumors.
With the person that you are repeating them to. And she knew she couldn't trust Ashley.
Period.
I'm not repeating nothing with somebody that I don't trust and I don't feel safe with.
I know who's a bone collector. Come on now, Candace. You knew better, damn it. You knew better. Mm-hmm. Now, somebody you could have trusted. Now, I will say this. From the looks of it, it looks like Robin can keep a damn secret. Because now I'm forgetting. What was it a few episodes ago? No, it was something a few episodes ago that got revealed. Was it about Michael? It was about Michael. And Candace told Robin years ago, And Robin I have to give it to her. She kept that shit tight for years. I don't know too many of the other girls on the cast that could have done it. So if she told Robin, there was a bigger chance that Robin would have kept it. But because she told Ashley, ain't no way, Jose. You can't tell Ashley shit and you can't tell Giselle shit. Now that's for sure. That's the law. You can't tell.
I don't know. Because Robin sure did put her ass on Front Street tonight.
She did. She might be selective about what she keeps quiet, but I know she can keep a secret because she kept that a secret. And that was some good tea. But anyway, what happened? So after dinner, I feel like I'm missing something at the dinner. Something else that was said. Oh, well, yeah. Well, no, we just talked about that. What Ashley and Candace has said. And I will say you can tell Karen was visibly upset. Karen seemed hurt and really upset that Candace was the one that, said something like that about her dating other men or being with other men or something to that degree. Karen was pissed. We saw that. She got up from that table, walked away. Anything else at that dinner?
I don't have no sympathy for her because she went to HR and said, Candace told me to burn in hell. Bitch, where's the hell? Is there hell that you can go to? Like, okay, if that's how she felt, like, why she can't say burn in hell?
That was dramatic. But that was also during a time when Candace was being a little reckless with her mouth. But I do feel like that was a little dramatic for Karen when she did that. That was a little.
That was a lot of dramatic. It wasn't a little. I can see if you go on your Instagram live and say, I think that was wrong. I think that was fucked up for her. She shouldn't have said that. That is equal. But like you say, you can't tell people how to react to it. But at the end of the day, she tried to change her reality. She tried to get her fired. That's what it sounds like. If you're going to HR about a comment that was made when y'all are sitting up there throwing grenades across the table, and then you just go to HR about Candace, no, I don't owe you nothing. I don't owe you nothing. I'm sorry.
Well, Candace, I hear what you're saying, but Candace chose to remain friends with Karen, so that's on her. She chose to remain friends with Karen, so that's on her. And since they are friends, that is wrong for you to say that I'm sleeping around on my husband or I'm dating other people. It's still
no. I feel like she got her lick back. It could have been that.
Ooh, okay. It could. Hey,
it could have been that.
It could have been that. It could have been.
But the fact that she said when Robin played it and she went around the table, she was like, "Oh, I didn't mean that about you, Karen." I'm like, "No, bitch. Yes, I do mean that about you." Because you did what you did to me. So if we're gonna be friends and we're gonna be cordial, like I feel like the way they state friendships and allyships is so blurry, and so you don't know who's on whose side, and you don't know all that stuff is dangerous to me. I don't like that. Like, I just don't like to operate like that, and so it's hard.
I think that's a reality TV. I think that's a reality TV thing, but you're right. Yeah. The lines are very blurred when it comes to that. The alliances and the loyalty.
I don't like how they do that.
It's very blurred. Candace was wearing Karen the F out that season with her tongue, but I wouldn't have gone to HR. Exactly. I agree. Like I said, Candace was not innocent. Candace was not innocent, but I would not have gone to HR off of no shit like that. The bitch told me to go burn in hell. Okay, bitch, what? Like, okay, are you God? No. So I'm not. Why would I go to, we're in agreement with that.
And the fact that she keeps saying that Karen is her friend, like, you got to see that there's something distorted about that. And that's why I say that's where colorism and popularity and all that stuff plays a factor when we're looking at the dark-skinned girls groveling for these light-skinned girls to accept and like them, and they're not going to do it. Like, girl, no.
Yeah, that's true too. Candace always
and
looked at
she's used to her mother. She's used to her mother abusing and disrespecting her as well. And so when you're used to your mother doing that, then you will be more accepting to that behavior because it's familiar.
True. All right, Iyanla. So after dinner, honey, we about to wrap this up. After dinner, they go to the club, honey, except for old ass Giselle, because she got to soak her feet and, you know, rub herself down with some
be a fake ass first.
Damn it, I had to read. I forgot the damn thing. What is it called? Vicks.
Green alcohol, Epsom salt.
Epsom salt. She had to soak her feet in Epsom salt, honey. Rub herself down with some
Vicks. Do an ice bath and all that shit. She can't hang her old ass.
Oh gosh, too funny. So everyone gets so shockingly, everybody gets along. They're having fun. They're having drinks. They're flashing themselves. They're doing all this. They're doing all this dancing. They're doing all this hoo hoo ha ha hoo 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 hoo, which I love to see. I love when girls let loose and have. I love that shit. I wish they would do it more often. So, of course, the night could not end well, right? That would have been too much like right. So, on the way home, honey, when they leave in the club, Robin and Candace get into a damn screaming match in the car. Ashley is recording this shit. And Candace is like, you betrayed me and you ambushed me and you're not my friend and you're fake and you're this and I'll never trust you again and all this stuff. And they go back and forth, back and forth. What are your thoughts, child?
I don't know. It was such a stark contrast. Like me, I'm like, keep the same energy. So that whole and them going to the club, enjoying themselves and all of that, and then we get into the bus and then it turned into that. I don't understand it. And so I can't speak to it. So it felt like what they were doing was acting the whole time. If they can go out and have a good time while the cameras weren't there, and
well, the cameras weren't there either in the car. The cameras weren't in the car. I say this: alcohol is a strange thing, baby. Alcohol can make you happy. It can make you sad. It can make you angry. It's a truth teller. Okay, so I'm not surprised that it came out because Candace went through her phase of being a happy drunk. And then when the night was rearing the end, she became angry. And she was pissed at her friend. Her friend, remember, she thinks Robin as a real friend outside the show, you know, based on their relationship outside the show. So if she feels that's her friend, that's her friend. I can't say no. So she let her friend have it, which we know Candace will do, whether drunk or sober. So but to me, once you add liquor in the mix, it wasn't that surprising. Now, I did have the reaction of like, well, damn, we was just having fun. What happened? Yeah, I wish that, you know what, Nita? I wish they gave us like the clock, like the time, so we could see, okay, so this was at 9:00. And then we can see this is at midnight. You know, I want to see like what the transitions were. But
yeah, I felt like I was in the Twilight Zone. I'm like, is this a different cast? What is going on? I don't know. They said the truth serum comes out with the alcohol, but were they acting when they were sober? Like when Mia kept saying no, and you know, when all of that, like, it was just weird to me. Like, I was like, that's why I was glad this week was on you. I was just like, this is just too much. I was like, I can't capture all of this. I can't try to figure this shit out because I don't know what it is.
I hope I did a good job because I feel like I might have.
You did a good job. You did an excellent job.
Yes, Monique. Yes. Now this is what Lisa Rinna should have done on Beverly Hills with Kathy Hilton. I would have paid, not really paid. I ain't got no damn money, but I would have loved. That's some shit I would have done, bitch. I would have recorded that shit because ain't no way, Jose. And I'm not recording this shit, bitch, for proof. Like you. Anyway. But that's
why I got cameras all in my house. Ooh. I'm like, you ain't gonna make me feel like the damn fool. I got it.
Not the cameras. Okay.
Girl, yes. I ain't gotta do nothing. All I gotta do is go into history and find it.
Yeah. Anyways, y'all let me know if I forgot something, but I think we're about to wrap it up because I'm sick of talking about these hoes.
Right.
I think I got, pretty much everything. I mean, I didn't get, every single nook and cranny. No. I didn't talk about
in the comments. We'll comment in the comments.
Yeah. I mean, it was interesting to see Jacqueline and Candace go at it, whatever. But it wasn't really, it was whatever. Did a good job. Thank you.
Yeah, she don't watch the shows.
Oh, thank you for the support. Appreciate that. That is so kind of you. Okay, y'all. What do y'all rate the episode? I'm giving it a 9, honey.
I'm giving it a 9.5. That was damn near a 10. The only reason why I'm a docket is because it was so weird. Like at the end, I was like, what is going on here? Like, is this some fabrications and some foolery going the fuck on? Like, yeah, no.
I love that. Thanks, Tiff. She said, I love this. This feels like a slumber party. It does. I love that.
Y'all want us to? I got a onesie. You want us to put on pajamas?
And y'all, we might actually be doing hot topics on my channel tomorrow. So y'all keep your notification bells on.
Yes.
And all that good stuff. I don't have a time yet, but it will be tomorrow. Okay. I'm gonna commit. I have a lot of stuff I'm dealing with, but this is fun and this is like my little escape from reality. So I need to make more time for it.
Yeah. It does make me feel better because I love being able to talk about it with you guys.
Yeah.
I definitely love that. Like look at Monique said, Nita loves to dress up. I do.
Yeah, I give it a 9.
It's my expression. So it's just like it's one of those things that's just like, let me do something. Like when I do my makeup, even though it's not dramatic, you know how people be getting real crazy with their stuff. But I really think that makeup is a part of my, what I like to express myself.
I love it. I haven't worn makeup. Y'all haven't seen me in makeup in a while, baby. I'm just, I'm lazy.
You don't need it, boo.
I put this ring light on and ask for a prayer. The ring light be helping because
it does. It does. I'm not gonna lie to you. It does. I mean, I'm not saying that with you. I'm just saying the ring light works. Period. I ain't saying with you.
Okay.
Girl, the lighting in place, it be hitting you in all the right places.
All right, y'all. Now I done forgot to put my little reminder, my housekeeping rules, but please like and subscribe. If you are not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Please subscribe to my channel. Please like this video. It is an easy and free way to help support my channel. Share my content with any friends or relatives that you think would like me and Nita's content. Please share it with more people. I'm on a road to 1,000. I'm trying, y'all. It feels like it's never going to happen sometimes. I'm sitting on 624. It feels impossible, but please share. If you have friends that would like this stuff, share it with them. Ask them a lot.
If they don't like it, then they can just click off, but at least please share it.
Share it. They can subscribe and all that stuff. So I thank you guys. I appreciate all of you so so much. Y'all make my days so much better. So I appreciate you all. And we will catch you guys on the next video. So y'all have a good night. Take care.